Is that Wilson's Holidays?
Yes, it is. How may I help you?
Well, I'm not very happy with the hotel.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. The Palace Hotel is normally very popular with guests. The facilities are wonderful.
There's nothing wrong with the facilities. It's my room.
Oh, I see.
It just isn't good enough.
Have you spoken to the staff at the hotel? Maybe they can move you to a different room.
Yes, I have. And they were helpful. But they said that the only other rooms available are superior rooms, and that I'd have to pay extra.
I see. And can you not do that?
Why should I? When I booked the holiday, I was told that I'd have a sea view. Now I find that only the superior rooms have sea views.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meantime,
2.
Tickets, please. Sir, ticket, please.
Sorry, I must have fallen asleep.
Can I see your ticket?
Yes, of course. Just a moment. Oh, I hope I haven't lost it. I thought it was in my jacket pocket.
Is that it?
Oh, yes. Here you are.
Where did you board the train?
In London.
And where are you travelling to?
Cardiff. This is the train to Cardiff, isn't it?
Well, yes, but I'm afraid Cardiff was the last stop.
What?
You've gone too far.
Oh, no. I must have been asleep when we stopped.
You'd better get off at the next station.
Oh, how silly of me.
3.
A recent report on the future of transport has caused a lot of concern, especially among environmental campaigners. The image of the future which many of us have is of clean, high-tech forms of travel, electric monorails carrying passengers silently through the skies. But the reality, according to this research, will be very different and a lot dirtier. Far from inventing new and more environmentally friendly forms of transport, we are set to travel more and more by air, one of the most polluting forms of travel that exists. And the kind of congestion we see on the roads today is nothing compared to the state of our roads in 25 years' time, when people will typically spend up to 2 hours a day sitting in traffic. Despite all the efforts of governments and other organisations, the report claims that healthy options like walking and cycling will hardly grow in popularity at all. A depressing image indeed.
4.
My sister's just booked an amazing holiday. 3 weeks on a cruise ship travelling around the Caribbean.
Really? Oh, it sounds wonderful. Mind you, I've never really fancied going on a cruise.
Haven't you? I love the idea.
No, I'd get bored.
Still, 3 weeks is a nice long break.
Oh, yes, I'd love a 3-week holiday. 2 weeks isn't long enough, and more than 3 weeks would be too much, I think.
I think so too.
I'd love to do a tour of the Far East, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam. I'd start in Japan. I've always wanted to visit Tokyo.
I've already been there. I'd rather do a round-the-world trip, starting in the States.
Too much flying.
Don't you like flying?
I hate it. I'd want to travel by boat or train as much as possible.
5.
Of course, when I was a girl, there weren't any cars or buses in town. Well, hardly any cars. 1 or 2 rich people had them, but they didn't mix with the likes of us. So getting to school in the morning wasn't so easy. My brother had a bike. He used to cycle, but he never let me borrow his bike, even when he wasn't using it. Sometimes I used to ask if I could ride on the handlebars, but he never said yes. So I used to walk. That was all I could do. There was a tram, but it cost a penny each way, and that was a lot of money in those days. You could buy a loaf of bread for a penny. Not like these days. I bought a loaf of bread the other day, and it was £1.50 for a loaf of bread.
6.
Excuse me,
Yes,
I wonder if I could move to a different seat.
that's going to be difficult. The flight's very full, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's a pity.
Does your wife want to move as well?
We're not together. I'm travelling alone.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were a couple.
No.
Well, that makes it a bit easier. Did you want a seat by the aisle?
No. I asked for a window seat. I asked for one because I like looking out of the window.
So what's the problem?
The problem is I haven't got a great view. The wing is in the way. I was wondering if I could move to a seat where I can see better.
Yes. Well, I'll see what I can do.
7.
With my job, you spend most of your time on the road. Obviously, you get to know a lot about other road users. I know which ones to be careful of. For example, taxi drivers are always stopping suddenly to pick up a passenger or to set one down. I know they can't help it, but it's difficult when you're driving a big lorry because you can't stop quickly. And people who drive sports cars are always overtaking when there isn't really enough room, so you have to brake to let them back in again. And that's annoying. But the drivers I have most problems with are minibus drivers. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they aren't used to driving large vehicles. Whatever the reason, I'm always extra careful when I'm behind a minibus. I've seen them involved in lots of accidents. Once, I was driving on the motorway when one minibus...
8.
Introducing the latest model in our 21st century urban range, the Pathfinder Convertible. Made from space-age materials, including our strongest ever windscreen that can withstand a force of 3 kilos per square centimetre without cracking. Equipped with an automatic roof which opens at the touch of a button, allowing you to enjoy the sun on your face and the wind in your hair. And most amazingly of all, an engine which runs on liquid nitrogen, creating zero pollution, since nitrogen is naturally present in the air we breathe. Zero pollution. No other car on the road today can make that claim. So for a greener, leaner lifestyle, choose the Pathfinder Convertible.